What is the point of showing close-ups of Batman and Robin's butts? Why is Batman's suit navy blue? Where have you ever seen a blue bat before? What are the odds of a guy named Victor Freeze becoming a giant Iceman? Why does Mr. Freeze continue with these terrible ice puns? And why does he emphasize every cold-related word? How does Batman instantly know where the button that hides Mr. Freeze's wife is? How does Freeze's wife not die after Poison Ivy pulls the plug? Why does Batman decide to help Robin out of the ice cream vat when he could have easily gotten out himself and Poison Ivy and Bane were getting away? Why is Dick laughing when he watches Mr. Freeze fall into that vat of cryogenic chemicals? Why do Batman and Robin have ice skates on their boots? If Barbara's parents are English, and she was raised in England, why does she have an American accent? How do people not freeze to death when Mr. Freeze covers them in ice? How come they don't suffocate either? And why do people have to be thawed from the ice in under 11 minutes? Will they be frozen forever if they don't? Will they run out of air? If Batman's up high while Poison Ivy and Batgirl are fighting, how did he get the camera low enough to record her face and tape her confession of killing Freeze's wife? Why would Mr. Freeze choose an ice cream factory as a hideout? Wouldn't that be the first place the police look? Why does Mr. Freeze wear those ridiculous polar bear slippers and bathrobe? Wouldn't he want to be as cold as possible? Why is Mr. Freeze making his gang do a sing-along? If Mr. Freeze can't survive at room temperature, how does he smoke a cigar? Wouldn't that kill him? What ended up happening to Bruce's girlfriend? Why does Gotham have these outrageously sized statues? Talk about wasting the city's money. Why does Bane act so stupid? What was the point of Bane's character anyway? How does Bane not die from being pumped with poison or overdose from being pumped with steroids? How does Dr. Isley expect to mate a rattlesnake with an orchid? I'm not a scientist, but isn't that impossible? Shouldn't Robin have hypothermia after being frozen alive? Why does Bruce have to look off into another direction every time he has a flashback? Why does Dr. Woodrue not freak out after he watches a woman literally rise from the grave? Why does Mr. Freeze call Frosty over when all he does is rant, not give him an order, and then tell him to leave him alone a minute later so he can visit his wife? Why is Two-Face's costume in Arkham? Didn't we watch him fall to his death in the last movie? When Robin crashes his bike through the museum wall, how is it possible for him to make a hole shaped like the Robin symbol? How is it possible for Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane to survive a 300-foot jump regardless of the water below? Wasn't that what killed the Joker in the first movie? Why does Freeze go straight to Arkham after he gets arrested? Are there no trials in Gotham? Why did you never explain how Poison Ivy controls plant life? And if she does, why does one of her plants try to eat her in the end? If Robin tells Batman he's going solo, why does he get so mad when Bruce tells Dick he's going after Poison Ivy and Freeze alone? When Robin peels back the rubber stripping on his lips, why doesn't Poison Ivy just kiss him again? Why does Mr. Freeze have a rocket? If he wants to cover Gotham in ice, why would you want to blow the city up? How are Batman and Robin able to stay on those doors after the rocket blows up? What's keeping them from flying off? Why does Mr. Freeze say he'll kill Batman next time when he's got the perfect opportunity to kill him then? Why does Batman have a credit card? Bruce Wayne's a billionaire. Why wouldn't he just buy anything he needs during the day? And wouldn't that also help anyone desperate enough to trail the connection between Bruce Wayne and Batman? Where did Poison Ivy get that thermal dust? If it heats a man's blood, why are all the women amazed by her too? Why would Mr. Freeze be immune to something that would heat his blood? Wouldn't his condition make him more vulnerable? Isn't there a word for the process of selling women in skimpy outfits? Isn't the meaning of that word illegal? Why does Mr. Freeze go instantly from wanting Batman to die for his wife's death to killing off the human race? Shouldn't he wonder why Poison Ivy's going a little bit over the top? Why do solid icicles shake like rubber on the cop car? Why are there all these cartoon sound effects in the movie whenever somebody slips? How does Mr. Freeze go from grabbing onto a vine to literally flying through the air? Shouldn't he weigh like 300 pounds in that suit? Why does Batman think that Robin's bike couldn't have made the jump when the Batmobile did, and it's much heavier? How does Poison Ivy expect plant life to flourish if Mr. Freeze turns the entire planet into an Arctic tundra? Wouldn't the plants just all die? How did Dick and Barbara get off the edge of that bridge if the only thing that's keeping them up is Dick's foot hanging from a steel rod? What street gang in their right mind would let a 7-year-old join them? How does Barbara crash through the skylight and land on the floor without breaking a single bone? Why do Batman, Robin, and Batgirl go back home to change into different costumes and get new vehicles? Wouldn't that just waste more precious time? If Alfred just made one suit for Barbara, where did she get the other one? In Batman Forever, Bruce spends almost half the movie telling Dick he won't let him join him. So why does he put up such little defense in letting Barbara join them? Who do you think has a higher chance of surviving a life of crime fighting? A circus acrobat or a computer brainiac who's had a couple of karate lessons?